trying to find out my sweet spot of how I want to do this, because part of me wants to talk about it, but if I talk about each one of these, we're going to be here all day. So I really just want to list them. Yeah, let's list them, and then we'll come back and we'll throw in some tidbits, but other videos will bring all of this back around full circle. So book number 1 on my list was A Tribe Called Bliss by Lori Harder. Yeah, this one was about creating friendships and lasting connections. This one came after Find Your People by Jenny Allen. And I enjoyed it because you're building your tribe and it's asking someone to be a part of it. So I enjoyed that one. The next one on my list is Worthy by Jamie Lima. And Jamie was giving her journey of self-doubt and self-worth. And just, it had so many great nuggets. So I loved that one. Number 3 on my list was Forgiving What You Can't Forget by Lysa TerKeurst. Now, y'all, Lysa has about 3 books on this list for me from this year. I've always enjoyed her writing and just her stories and how the journey of life has brought her into book. Is that what I really want to say? I just enjoy how she tells a story and how she gives you practical application with it. And yeah, this one, after you know her journey, it's just like, girl, to forgive and have peace about it all. Good one. Next up on my list is Power Moves by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Just stepping into your purpose and being intentional. Enjoyed that one. Number 5 on my list was Think You'll Be Happy by Nicole. Avant, I think. This book, it's her memoir book. And it was after life-changing events. Y'all, I cried through this book. Oh, but that book was good. Number 6 on my list is Permission to Live Free by Dr. Jackie Greene. It's just the permission part. I love how she broke that part down. Number 7 on my list was Why Am I Like This by Kobe Campbell. This was an emotional one. You know how sometimes you catch a book in the right season of your life? That book was that for me. Of just getting to the root of it all. Next up on my list was Reframing Your Shame by Irene Rollins. Now, I heard about Irene's story while serving at a marriage conference at church. And her and Jimmy's story together is just a beautiful story, and how they preach and tell their story and remove the shame of it all. It's beautifully done. And so her journey through reframing the shame was great. Next up on my list is Safe People by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. Now, I have so many books from the 2 of them. They're just foundational books that are in my life that I can pick up and apply at any moment. So I like that one. And I enjoyed The Safe People after going through Finding Your People. So all of these books right there were like right in a chunk of time for me as I was trying to be intentional on being a better friend, finding my safe people, and building my community. 10 on my list is The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran. This broke down the year into 12 weeks, and it allows you to restart and reset. This is how I ended up finding Hello Corey on YouTube. I originally heard about this book from Miss Kev on Stage and I'm Not a Lawyer But, and from there I started watching stuff, and then you know how YouTube will recommend. That's how I found Corey, and just finding other people's practice and how they break it down. I enjoyed it and it was productive, and so I'm like, let's do this again next year and see how we can do a little bit better. Number 11 on my book, y'all, this one, The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. That book, to do the breakdown of what's inside of you, y'all, she wrote it so beautifully well that anybody can understand, and you can tell her passion and her research. This sent me down the rabbit hole of watching almost every sermon that she has preached on YouTube, and I'm just like, Dr. Anita, you have a special place in my heart. Number 12 on my list is Sisterhood Heals. along with trying to find community. This one right there by, who did Sisterhood Heals? Joy Harden Bradford. She celebrates the power of sisterhood. And if you don't celebrate it, y'all, you won't enjoy the process of it all. Number 13 on my book is More Than Enough by Elaine Welter Roth. It was just, her story is beautiful. Both of her books have been wonderful books that had great tidbits of information in it. And I enjoyed this one as well. Number 14 on my list that I have already done a dedicated video on is Find Your People by Jenny Allen. It's building authentic and lasting relationships. Same author, next book. When I went through one, I went through them all. Untangle Your Emotions. It's the workbook to guide you through understanding and navigating your emotions. And it just gave good practical language to it all. Number 16 on my list, How Are You Really? It gives you the practical questions to tune into yourself and to be intentional. And it allows you to do it for other people. Loved this book. Next up is Tired of Being Tired. Oh, man. It's the practical book of this one. Of just overcoming exhaustion and why we do what we do and where we're putting our energy. That was a good one. Number 18 on my list was Do It Anyways by Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Her story in itself, beautiful story. Now, beautiful story also means you got to go through some stuff. Even with their baby boy, like the journey. We see her on stage. We don't see the moment that she steps off, the pain that she's in. It gives me hope. It gives me hope. Number 19 is the book that I spoke about the other day. You Are Not Behind by Megan Ryan Asbury. And like I said, it was just her story. And reminding you that you are not behind. Your timeline is your own. Number 20 on my list is I Want to Trust You, But I Don't by Lysa TerKeurst. Like I said, Lysa has a few on my list. But this one, there's a level of trust. And when it's broken, you got to put in some work to rebuild. And she gave you her story in practical ways to push through it all. Number 21 on my list is When Faith Disappoints by Lisa Victoria Fields. She is the co-founder of Jude 3 on YouTube. I enjoy their content, and when I heard that she had a book, I was excited to get it, and that was just a good read. In the podcast from her and Jackie Hill Perry and Preston Perry, great conversation. Number 22. Now, I really want to pause and give y'all all of the things. This book, this might be one of the ones that's on the top of my list because y'all, this sugar jar. I really did not want to go and do a dedicated video on the sugar jar, but I think it's necessary because, man, Yasmin did the thing with this book. From even the analogy of the sugar jar and where your jar is in the kitchen and what you allow, and all of this is set and based on your boundaries. She's like, all sugar isn't the same, so everybody's boundaries won't be the same. But when you mix sugars, y'all, let me just go ahead and do a separate video. I will do that after Vlogmas. But this book, one of my tops. This is probably my third one. I haven't marked this one up, but man. Next up on my list is Church Girl by Dr. Sarita T. Lyons. Y'all, I've done a deep dive on her YouTube videos and every podcast that she has done to promote this book. This book right here is the book for church girls like me. Now, I know on this YouTube channel, everybody is not coming from the same denomination of faith. But if you have a faith-based background, get the book, read the book. Get the book, read the book. I'm not going to tell you twice. Get the book. Y'all, the words on this page made me feel seen. And there's a level of do in the church. And, is that how I want to say that? No, I think I can stick to it and say that that's accurate. But there is a level of work in the church that can cause you to go away from the church if that church hurt hits. Mm. Just pick it up. Pick it up. I currently have my Irene. I have to go steal it from her to do this video. But y'all, because there are times that I feel like the only thing I'm seen for is being single in the ministry and able to do. It feels as though you don't see me, you see my gift. And when you only see my gift, you use me. And it's like, Lord, I say it often, Lord, use me, but don't make me feel used. And there's a difference in it. I want to be the hands and the feet of the Lord in this single season of my life. And I want you to see me and realize, yes, because I can do it well, does not mean use me up. Because there's a difference. I don't mind helping, and know that I need a break too, because burnout is real. So just read it. Just read it. And last on my list, number 24. Both of her books have been great. The Gift of Rejection by Nona Jones. Y'all, how she flips rejection in this book, you feel seen. Man, you feel seen. And it just allows you to repurpose it and flip the perspective and know that there's greater inside of you, and that rejection is literally a gift. So yes, this is my list of 24 books that just have been great to me this year. I can't wait to jump into 2025, see what authors are coming out with, because like I said, I have not been on a book journey in a while, but this year has put me in a spot of reading again. So I was laughing with my mom. I was like, I don't think I've read like this since I was a kid, and we would get our personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. Like, I read for Book It. That's what I did do. But this year I have enjoyed reading to the point of I'm behind on my television shows, all of the things, and it was well worth it. So here I am giving you my best 24 from, look at God, 24 in 24. I ain't even correlate that. Anyways, giving you my best 24 reads of 2024, and I'm excited to see what 2025 will bring to us and what the Lord will use our amazing authors to do. So yeah, here we are, just unfolding this thing called life.